put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a pass sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Christian.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
13 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 22.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down now, it's Davis. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up.
Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater. It's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Bridgewater. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
4
yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Joey Sly lining up for the...
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Joey Sly to kick off for...
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there out of Cook. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the carry, it's Cook. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 23-yard run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And his kick is good.
That ties the game at 7. For Minnesota.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now, great field position. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll buy some time right. And Thielman's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Dan Bailey.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Intended for DJ.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Harrison Smith.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down and 4, Bridgewater complete on the quick forward move. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the gun, Bridgewater. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34 years of age when he got that up.
And he's free going down. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Panthers 7. Dan Bailey to kick.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Dan Bailey.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Carolina.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They run it again with Cook. All the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Cook on the toss left. This will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But that's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44, Cousins. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have it on the first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Cousins now. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point try by Bailey. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Panthers 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 27, Bridgewater looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Texas just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephen Weatherly, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Bridgewater. Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins here to throw. Goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. Second down coming up.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Cousins now on second down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A big offensive explosion.